first visited Gandhi in 1942 at his ashram in Sebagram in central India, he said, "I will tell you how it happened that I decided to urge the departure of the British." It was in 1917. He had gone to the December 1916 annual convention of the Indian National Congress Party in Lucknow. There were 2,301 delegates and many visitors. During the proceedings, Gandhi recounted, "A peasant came up to me looking like any other peasant in India, poor and emaciated, and said, 'I'm Rajkumar Shukla. I'm from Champaran and I want you to come to my district.' Gandhi had never heard of the place. It was in the foothills of the towering Himalayas near the kingdom of Nepal. Under an ancient arrangement, the Champaran peasants were sharecroppers. Rajkumar Shukla was one of them. He was illiterate. Now, Gandhiji, as Louis Pasteur, the American writer and journalist, was writing a book on Gandhiji. Therefore, he visited Gandhiji in his ashram situated in Sebagram in the year 1942. So it was the time around the Quit India movement. And then here what happened, Gandhiji told Louis Pasteur about the Champaran movement of 1916, the peasant movement which took place in Champaran in the year 1917, and how this movement actually motivated Gandhiji to fight against the Britishers or to take active involvement in the freedom movement of the country. So how Gandhiji urged the departure of the British in India. So all the motivation and inspiration came from the Champaran movement, his participation in the Champaran movement, where he fought for the poor peasants who worked as sharecroppers in the lands owned by the British landlords, and how Gandhiji helped in getting justice for the poor peasants of Champaran, poor sharecroppers of Champaran, and how he helped in the elimination of the landlord system in Bihar. So the landlord system in Bihar was inflicting a lot of injustice against the sharecroppers. So how Gandhi helped to get justice for these peasants. Now, all this actually took place in the in December what happened, there was an annual convention of the Indian National Congress. The Indian National Congress is a very popular party even now, but at that point of time it was a platform where the Indians talk about injustice inflicted upon them by the Britishers. So it was a platform where the freedom fighters, they meet, they talk about the further course of action. So Gandhiji was attending one such annual convention of the Indian National Congress, which was held in Lucknow in the year 1916, and it was a very big annual convention because it was attended by some 2,301 delegates and many visitors. And in this particular annual convention, what happened? A poor peasant from Champaran came and walked towards Gandhi and told him about the injustice that was taking place in a place called Champaran, which is situated in Bihar. It's a district in Bihar situated in the foothills of the towering Himalayas, and a lot of injustice was going against the sharecroppers of Champaran. And this person, Rajkumar Shukla, had come to the annual convention of the Indian National Congress to complain about the injustice that was inflicted upon the sharecroppers. So during this meeting, during the convention, he came up to Gandhi and asked Gandhi to follow him to Champaran. He wanted Gandhi to go to his place called Champaran so that Gandhiji could fight for the justice of the peasants. In the Congress session to complain about the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar, and somebody had probably said, "Speak to Gandhi." Gandhi told Shukla he had an appointment in Kanpur and was also committed to go to other parts of India. Shukla accompanied him everywhere. Then Gandhi returned to his ashram near Ahmedabad. Shukla followed him to the ashram. For weeks he never left Gandhi's side. Fix a date, he begged. Impressed by the sharecropper's tenacity and story, Gandhi said, "I have to be in Calcutta on such and such a date. Come and meet me and take me from there." Months passed. Shukla was sitting on his haunches at the appointed spot in Calcutta. When Gandhi arrived, he waited till Gandhi was free. Then the two of them boarded a train for the city of Patna in Bihar. So, Gandhiji, he had come, Rajkumar Shukla was a poor, we already come to know that Rajkumar Shukla was a poor, illiterate peasant He was from an unknown and insignificant place called Champaran. Only after the Champaran movement take place in the year 1917, the place Champaran came to everyone's notice. But before that, it was a very unknown and insignificant place. So he came from that particular place, Champaran, and he came to the annual session of the Indian National Congress to complain about the injustice that was inflicted upon the peasants of Champaran who worked as sharecroppers in the lands owned by the British landlord. Some kind of injustice was going on against the sharecroppers. And Gandhiji, when he met Rajkumar Shukla, he was told by Rajkumar Shukla that he wanted Gandhiji to come and look for himself the injustice which was going on in his place. He wanted Gandhiji to see himself or to come and look at the plight that was happening or taking place in Champaran. So Gandhiji told Shukla that he was not able to attend, he won't be able to attend a place called Champaran because he had other appointments. He had just started his freedom movement, he was visiting place one after another, and he was visiting all the bigger places like Kanpur, Calcutta, which was already in his place. And therefore, as he had never heard about this unknown and insignificant place called Champaran, therefore, he was not willing to go there. Therefore, Gandhiji didn't give any commitment to go to Champaran. But Shukla was a very resolute and determined person. He was a person with a lot of resoluteness, with a lot of determination. So he followed Gandhiji everywhere. So wherever he went, Kanpur, Calcutta, wherever Gandhiji went, he followed Gandhiji everywhere. And he even went to his ashram in Ahmedabad. And Gandhiji was so much impressed by his tenacity, his doggedness, his determination that finally he agreed to go to Champaran. And when Gandhiji went to Calcutta and asked Shukla to wait for him in Calcutta, because from there they are going to board a train to Champaran, and therefore Shukla was waiting for Gandhiji in Calcutta. Although months passed, he didn't leave. He didn't forget the promise made by Gandhiji. Therefore, he waited and the appointed spot in Calcutta, and then both of them they boarded the train for the city of Patna in Bihar. And here they went to the whole house of a lawyer who later became the first president of independent India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. At that point of time, Rajendra Prasad was a young lawyer who was fighting for the cause of the sharecroppers of Champaran. He was fighting their case in the court. And therefore, Gandhiji, he didn't know about the exact situation that was going on in Champaran. And therefore, Rajkumar Shukla took him to Dr. Rajendra Prasad's house. And then as Rajendra Prasad, he was not at home, he was out of town. Therefore, the servants received Gandhiji and Rajkumar Shukla, but they thought that Rajkumar Shukla and Gandhiji, they were untouchables, and therefore they were not allowed to enter the house. We'll come to know about it. There Shukla led him to the house of a lawyer named Rajendra Prasad, who later became president of the Congress Party of India. Rajendra Prasad was out of town, but the servants knew Shukla as a poor yeoman who pestered their master to help the indigo sharecroppers. So they let him stay on the grounds with his companion Gandhi, whom they took to be another peasant. But Gandhi was not permitted to draw water from the well, lest some drop from his bucket pollute the entire source. How did they know that he was not an untouchable? Gandhi decided to go first to Muzaffarpur, which was en route to Champaran, to obtain more complete information about conditions than Shukla was capable of imparting. He accordingly sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kripalani of the art scholars in Muzaffarpur, whom he had seen at Tagore Santiniketan School. The train arrived at midnight, 15 April 1917. Kripalani was waiting at the station. Gandhiji and Rajkumar Shukla, they went to Dr. Rajendra Prasad's house, who at that point of time was a lawyer fighting for the cause of the sharecroppers of Champaran. He was fighting their case in the court, and Rajkumar Shukla often used to go and pester or disturb Rajendra Prasad about the case, because he was a very determined person, a very resolute person. So he often goes to Dr. Rajendra Prasad's house to ask him about the proceedings of the case or to pester him. So the servants at Rajendra Prasad's house was quite familiar with him. And at that point of time, most of the peasants or sharecroppers of Champaran Champaran were actually untouchable. They were not allowed to come in contact with the higher caste people. So Rajendra Prasad was a person who belonged to a higher caste, and therefore the servants at Rajendra Prasad house didn't allow your Rajkumar Shukla to enter the house or to sit on the grounds. Even Gandhiji was thought to be an untouchable, because probably Gandhiji was also dressed up in a simple attire. He was accompanying Rajkumar Shukla, so they were not allowed to sit on the ground. They were not even allowed to drink water from the well, because they believed that even a few drops of water from the bucket, which will be drawn by Gandhiji or Rajkumar Shukla, could pollute the entire well, could pollute the water of the entire well. It was a very illogical custom which was followed at that point of time, and we can make out that in such a socially backward area, where untouchability was prevailing, where your people were not aware, people were illiterates, people were not aware about your hygiene, people were not aware about cleanliness, people were not aware about health condition. So in such a place, it would be a really tough job for Gandhiji to fight against the injustice which was inflicted upon the sharecroppers of Champaran. So untouchability was prevalent to a large scale in Bihar at that point of time, and due to untouchability, Gandhiji and Rajkumar Shukla were not allowed to enter Rajendra Prasad's house. They were not even allowed to enter allowed to draw water from the well. And then Gandhiji, they decided to go to Muzaffarpur, because he was not able to get the complete information about the sharecroppers case, and he wanted to know about it from an acquaintance of his who lived in Muzaffarpur. He wanted to know about this case from the lawyers who were fighting the case of the sharecroppers in Champaran. So he was going to meet the lawyers in Muzaffarpur, and in Muzaffarpur he had an acquaintance called J.B. Kripalani, who worked in the arts scholars in Muzaffarpur, and as Gandhiji already knew him, they had met at Tagore Shantiniketan school, and therefore Gandhiji sent a telegram to J.B. Kripalani as he was going to visit Muzaffarpur.